What's good, y'all? I'm really shocked right now, man. I'm really freaking shocked. Um, I just can't believe it, man. Otto Porter traded to the Bulls. I'm about to go down to the man cave right now. This is crazy, man. Hey, Wizards fans, where y'all at, man? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? I gotta hear what you guys think about this, man. I gotta hear what y'all think, man, because this is crazy. This is crazy, man. I'm telling you, I'm at a loss for words. For real. It's something that had to be done, though. For real. It's something that had to be done. For real. We just got the news yesterday. John Wall with a ruptured Achilles. Wow. Jabari Parker in a Wizards uniform. Woo! Hey, the NBA is lit right now, man. The NBA is lit. It is so lit. We just had a terrible Super Bowl game, and now Otto Porter with the trade. Tobias Harris was traded over at midnight, man. Wow, Wizards fans. Hey, where y'all at? Where my Wizards fans at, man? This is crazy. This is something that needed to be done, though. For real. Jabari Parker is a Washington Wizard. Bobby Portis is a Washington Wizard right now. That's crazy. That's a good trade, though. I think we won the trade. We got cap space. Woj bomb. Wow. Woo! Become aggressive. Washington has become aggressive in trade talks to move forward. Otto Porter, league sources tell ESPN. Let me know what y'all think, man. This is crazy, man. I'm about to watch the Wizards game right now. We playing the Bucks. We probably gonna get our butts kicked, but this is where we start the tank. This is where we start the tank. We got to start the tank, man. We got to start it. We got to get the tank started, man, for real. This is a good trade. Everybody on Twitter is pretty happy. They're pretty happy. That means we're probably going to keep Brad. We might trade Brad. Actually, today's the last day, or tomorrow's the last day. This is crazy, man. I'm on Twitter right now. Everybody's chiming in right now. This is crazy. Wow. My wife, she saw the notification. I kept hearing my phone ringing. Like it kept beeping and all this stuff. Like ESPN notifications, Bleacher Report. I knew something was gonna happen, man. But this is crazy. But think about this, okay? So this is what the Wizards need to do, okay? I really wish we could trade John Wall. I really do. I really wish we could get rid of his contract. For real, we got to get out of John Wall's contract. Some way, somehow, we got to get out of it. I don't know how, but we have to get out of John Wall's contract. We just have to do it, man. We have to do it. And we're playing on ESPN tonight, so the national media is about to go crazy right now. This is crazy.
Does that mean he don't play tonight?
Yeah, nah, he's not playing tonight. This is crazy, man. Jabari Parker, only thing with him, his contract is terrible too, though, actually. His contract is really, really bad. It's really bad. I don't know how many years he has left on his contract, but Jabari Parker. Gavin Douglas, I see him. Yeah, I see your comment. It was a good trade. Honestly, it was a good trade. Free up cap space, get rid of Otto Porter. Otto Porter was being really inconsistent. Just was not living up to the contract. Hell to them skins, Gabriel boy. But Otto Porter was not living up to his contract whatsoever. He was not. He was playing really bad, and I'm happy for Otto Porter. I really am. I'm happy for Otto Porter. I'm happy that he's going to have a new beginning, a fresh start in Chicago. I think he's going to be, he just doesn't have to think too much. And I think, honestly, I don't think he really got along with John Wall. That's just my opinion. I just don't think him and John were just getting along on the court. Like, John he would try to pass Otto the ball, but it just didn't work out. I think those first years, when we went to the playoffs and lost to the Celtics, that was our best year. But Otto's just he's not a max player. He's just not a max deal guy. He's just not. That's not it, man. Paying him $30 mil a year, 20-something mil a year. That's just not it, man. For real, it's just not. He didn't live up to the contract. Only person that's living up to the contract right now is Bradley Beal, and that's it. And that's it. Nobody else is living up to their contract right now. So I mean, this is a fresh start, man. Like I said, there was sad news about John Wall yesterday with the ruptured Achilles. That was just a dagger in the heart right there. That was a dagger in the heart, man. I'm very surprised, Ernie Grunfeld, and that's how you know they lying, man. Ernie Grunfeld lied. Ted Leonsis, he said he's not trading any. He said he's not trading John Wall. Said he wasn't trading Otto Porter. Said he wasn't trading Bradley Beal. So the man just lied to us in our face. And I like I said, I'm not mad about the trade. I'm happy. The trade needed to be done. The trade needed to be done. It really did. The only thing is the guys that we got in return. I like Bobby Portis a lot. Bobby Portis has a fire. He plays with a lot of passion, plays with a lot of heart. He did punch Mirotic in the face, knocked his teeth out. We needed somebody to play with some grit and some ground. Let's get Markieff Morris up out of here as well. Let's get him up out of here, please. There's a lot of cleaning house we need to do. And I went to the Bucks game. Yeah, here we go. The notification from ESPN. Here we go. With another Woj bomb. I don't know if y'all can see it. Breaking Jabari Parker and a second-round pick. We get Bobby Portis and a second-round pick in 2023. That's a couple years ago. So Keyshawn and Ed asked, does he get paid out for his contract? How does that work? So now the way that works, the Bulls are taking on his contract. The Bulls will be paying that max deal, that crazy deal. I don't know what the Bulls are going to do, whether they're going to trade him again or what the Bulls are thinking. You know, the Bulls are in tank mode. They're tanking. So I don't know what they're trying to do for real. But like I said, please let me know what you guys think, man. This is a crazy trade. It really needed to be done. I'm very happy about this trade. Like I said, I'm wishing Otto Porter the best. I'm really wishing Otto Porter the best. I really am. Prayers up to him. Prayers up to John Wall. Does Bobby Portis play? Bobby Portis plays like the 4. He can play the 5. He's a little undersized. Scott, hey, I hope they do. Honestly, I really wouldn't be mad if they fire Scott Brooks. I would not be upset if they fired Scott Brooks. That's something that needs to be done. It needs to be done. They need a clean house. They need a clean house. I went to the Wizards versus Bucks game, and somebody was like, they need a clean house. They need to trade everybody. They need a clean house, except for Bradley Beal. Trade everybody but Bradley Beal. Get them up out of here, man. That's what we have to do for the better of this team. Right now, I hate to say it, I'm a nice guy. I'm not one of those guys who says fire everybody, get rid of everybody, but it just needed to be done. They need to, like I said, even Trevor Ariza, the Lakers hit it up for Trevor Ariza. Yeah, trade John Wall now, please do. But like I said, I feel bad for John Wall slipping and falling. Now there's a lot of people questioning that John Wall slipped and fell. Like I said, I'm not going to get into that man's home and his business. Maybe he really did slip and fall, but you never know. SXLBY said, bro, you guys got a hard working at Bobby Portis. Man, I remember when he got his as a rookie, and I've loved him ever since. Jabari is a bum. Yes, I've heard about Jabari Parker being a bum. The man openly said he doesn't want to play defense. Now, how you going to play basketball and just say you don't want to play? You're not James Harden. You can't just go. James Harden's probably the only person that can honestly go out there and say, I'm not going to play defense and still be a factor, a positive factor in the game. That's the only person who can say that. Somebody like Jabari Parker, who's to me is overweight, unfortunately has had the torn ACL injuries. That's the thing about Jabari Parker. Now, Jabari Parker, the only reason I'm happy is because we just got Otto's contract out of here. That's the only reason why I'm happy. Jabari Parker's contract is pretty darn bad as well. But it would just be probably fun to watch. Jabari Parker's a better scorer than Otto Porter to me at times. He said he doesn't like practice and he doesn't play D, but on offense he can be a monster. Yeah, Jabari Parker, he's very athletic. He's tall. He can dunk. What's the starting lineup going to be like? Let's see here. So John Wall's not going to play until 2021, and that's really sad. That hurts my heart. Really, that's sad to see. but it looks like Bradley Beal's our only consistent starter shooting guard. Trevor Ariza is probably going to start. Jeff Green is going to start. Thomas Bryant. And then at the point guard position, Tomas Satoransky. Now, Tomas Satoransky, we're going to have to re-sign him because we have no point guard. And Otto Porter is still shooting the ball. This is crazy. I'm watching the game right now. The game's about to start at like 8 o'clock. What time is it right now? 7:55.
No.
I don't know. That's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing. You like to trade for a backup point guard? Trade who? Trade who for the backup point guard though? You want Jay? I want Jay. Hey, we should have tanked. We should have tanked. The Wizards' record, our record is pretty darn bad. I actually got to look at. I don't know the top of my head. We're actually like the 9th. What's up, Peter? What's up, man? Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And the Wizards. So a good question. I'm watching Comcast Sportsnet right now. Their question is: have the Wizards' odds increased to make the playoffs? No, it has not increased at all. We're still not going to make the playoffs. We actually could because the East is so darn awful. Teams like the Magic are out of the playoffs, and who the freak else? The Magic are in the playoffs. Let me look at the standings right now so I can give you guys an educated answer here. But the playoffs, it's seriously not too far-fetched only because the East sucks. But you got teams like the Miami Heat who are sorry but inconsistent. The Charlotte Hornets are going to make the playoffs because they have Kemba. So Kemba Walker, that's the only reason why the Hornets are going to make the playoffs because of Kemba Walker. The Heat are going to make the playoffs as well. They will make the playoffs because Justin Winslow is playing well. Bam Adebayo. They just traded Tyler Johnson, but I'll get back to the Wizards as well, talk about them. But I'm saying why we won't make the playoffs. We won't make the playoffs. Miami, like I said, Hassan Whiteside, they just have a better team than us. And Josh Richardson. I love Josh Richardson. That's one of my favorite players in the league right now. Do I think that the Bulls will win? No, not this year. They need to tank. They need to tank and get Zion, Jay Morant. I like Zach LaVine a lot, though. I like Zach LaVine. I like Chris Dunn. I like Wendell Carter, who's injured. I like a lot of the guys that the Bulls do have, but I doubt they will be good for the next 2 years. It's probably like the Sixers trust the process. Devin Fitzpatrick, I did see your question. So are Portis and Jabari Parker going to play off the bench? Bobby Portis, he could start. You never know. It just depends on Thomas Bryant and Scott Brooks with his lineups. Don't expect any good lineups from Scott Brooks, though. He's not very good at doing lineups. We need to trade Jan Mahimi. Get Jan Mahimi up out of here. Some way, somehow. We need to get Jan Mahimi out of here. He's awful. Yeah, we need to clean house. Ryan C. Yeah, Trevor Ariza. Man, Ryan C. Who won the trade, Bulls or Wizards? That's actually a tough one. That's a really, really good question. The Wizards, I think we won in an aspect of getting Otto Porter's contract up out of here. If you want to think about it in the money and seeing how the Wizards are terrible in the rebuild and the restart, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be an ugly process. We're going to have to trade players and create cap space. That was a huge, huge spot. You got to create cap space. Trading Otto Porter, they created cap space. Now for the Bulls, they got a shooter. Otto Porter can shoot. You never know how Otto Porter's going to play. He might actually play well for the Bulls. You never know. He might actually play well for the Bulls. But I think, the Wizards, just like Andres Garcia just said, he liked Bobby Portis. I think Bobby Portis should help the Wizards. The Wizards need guys who are going to play tough and play hard with no egos. Bobby Portis might be one of those guys. Jabari Parker, I doubt it. I hope we can get rid of Jabari Parker in the offseason or something like that. Maybe get a first-round pick, trade him later on. But, yeah, like somebody just said, Otto Porter is a nice fit in Chicago. I think Chicago, I think it's a win-win for both sides, honestly. I think it's a win-win. I don't think anybody won by like 20 points. I don't think anybody clear-cut won the trade. Yes, trade Jan Mahimi next. Yes, Daniel, we need to get him up out of here. But I don't think anybody won the trade by like a long shot, by like a mile. Like it wasn't a steal for anybody. Otto Porter's not a steal. He's not a steal. He actually could be. He probably will play better than what he did on the Wizards, for real. But I am excited to see Bobby Portis play basketball. I am. I'm a big Bobby Portis fan. I think he should be really, really good for the Wizards right now. Y'all may hear me for a backup point guard. Yes, that's true. Got free cap space. Yes, very, very true. That's why I think we won the trade. That's why I think we won the trade. And in my eyes, I think we got a good deal out of it because we got to free up cap space. Are you Wendell Carter for the Bulls? Oh, you guys have Larry McCanon. Wow, I almost forgot you guys have Larry. The Bulls have Larry McCanon. Now, if the Wizards could have got Larry McCanon, then yeah, we would have won the trade. If they would have gave us like Larry McCanon and Bobby Portis, the Wizards would have won the trade by far. But of course, the Bulls aren't silly enough to trade Larry McCanon. Now, if they would have did something like that, then the Bulls GM needs to be fired for real. But I'm pretty hyped about this trade, man. Please keep the questions going. Otto Porter, man. I'm just looking back on his career, man. Wendell Carter and McKinnon. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I wouldn't trade Larry McKinnon either. Who do you think the Wizards? I want the Wizards in the offseason. Good question, Oscar. I want the Wizards to go for Julius Randle. I really like Julius Randle, and looking at the last couple years, free agency, big free agents don't come to DC. Kevin Durant, we missed out on him. Al Horford, we missed out on him. Big free agents do not come to Washington, D.C. The only time we got a free agent was Gilbert Arenas, and nobody really knew about Gilbert Arenas at the time that he signed with us. He was with the Warriors. He was like the sixth man of the year. Nobody knew. Nobody knew. Good question, Anders. How do you tear your Achilles in your house? Like I just said, I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to say too many crazy opinions about that, but that is a legitimate question that people are going to be asking. You know, John Wall, he might have to answer that question for real. If you saw on Instagram, Juju Smith-Schuster, the wide receiver for the Steelers, put a comment under John Wall's Instagram saying you slipped and fell or something like that. And John was like, "Hey, I'll see you around." You know, John Wall got mob ties, so you know how that goes. What other questions? Devin Fitzpatrick, I didn't forget your question. Jan Mahimi for Dante Exum, pull the trigger. Do that. Any trade for Jan Mahimi? Anytime we get Jan Mahimi off the books, any trade for Jan Mahimi. If somebody's silly enough to trade for Jan Mahimi, pull the trigger and just trade for Jan. Get Jan Mahimi out of DC. Hashtag get Mahimi out of DC. Hashtag fire Bruce Allen. Gordon Fell, hashtag trade Jan Mahimi. Get him out of here. Otto Porter could be sort of like Tobias Harris type player. Otto Porter, I was just thinking that Otto Porter should be playing like Tobias Harris. That's what he should be. Tobias Harris is what Otto Porter should be. Tobias Harris is playing his butt off. I think the Clippers are silly for trading Tobias Harris, but I get it. They're trying to trade picks, things like that, open up cap space, try to get max deal players. That's what everybody does nowadays. They try to create cap space and get max deal guys. I'm happy Jeff Green's getting more playing time. That's great. I'm happy to see him get more playing time. I hope we re-sign Jeff Green. I hope we sign Julius Randle. DeAndre Jordan's a free agent. Let Dwight Howard walk. Now we can sign DeAndre Jordan, get an athletic center. And I think we have some cap space to do something in free agency. Now, we do need to tank and get a top pick. Do I think Zion Williamson would be great? Oh, heck yes. Zion Williamson is the next big thing. He's the next big thing. For real. He really is. He's super athletic. The guy can hit his head on the backboard. He jumps so freaking high. It's like Space Jam or something. It's like a Space Jam monster. Brandon Knight, Marquise Chris, and a protected first to Cleveland. That just happened. I didn't hear about that one, but that's crazy. Brandon Knight. I used to be a big Brandon Knight. JaVale McGee for MVP. That's a good joke. Alec Burks went to Sacramento. I didn't hear about that one either, but that's crazy as well. Markelle Fultz. No, I don't want to trade for Markelle Fultz. No, I don't want to trade for Markelle Fultz. I pray for his shot. I don't know if you heard the J. Cole song with 21 Savage, where J. Cole says he prays for Markelle Fultz's shot. I'm praying for his shot to come back, but I'm not a believer in Markelle Fultz. Markelle Fultz is where I'm from, PG County. And like I said, I'm pulling for him to recover. But I just don't see Markelle Fultz living up to the hype. You know, he's always going to be compared to Jason Tatum, which is sad because I'm a big Jason Tatum fan as well. Jason Tatum's just always going to be better than Markelle Fultz, and that's just a comparison that's going to happen. Markelle Fultz is just never going to live up to that. And like I said, I could be wrong. I hope he proves me wrong. I could be wrong, but looking at it from right now, Markelle Fultz' ceiling is like being a playmaker that cannot shoot the ball or being like an Andre Roberson defensive stopper athletic guy. Or like I just don't see Markelle Fultz living up to the first pick ever again. It's just any thoughts on Dwight Howard's recovery? I'm done with Dwight with the buttocks injury. I'm done. I've given up on Dwight Howard. I can't wait for him to leave. The whole alleged story, I'm not believing in the alleged story. It very well could be true. But, you know, with the whole story, you know, I think we all know the story of Dwight Howard, what happened, why everybody thinks he's injured and is behind. But, you know, I'm moving on from Dwight Howard. I'm mentally moved on. I can't wait for him to stop wearing a Wizards or not even be on the Wizards team roster. I'm happy that he's, you know, I'm ready to get rid of Dwight Howard. I'm done with him. The Bulls will draft Rio from Gonzaga. Oh, he's really good. I love him. He's really good. The guy from Gonzaga, I like him. He's really freaking good. He's going to be really good in the league. 3-team trade between Cleveland, Houston, and Sacramento. My thoughts on the Tobias Harris trade. Good question. I like Tobias Harris a lot. Like I said, I think Tobias is what Otto Porter should be. That's how Otto Porter should play. He should play like Tobias Harris. They have the same body type. They're both like skinny a little bit. Tobias Harris is more stronger though. Otto Porter is very weak. He's very weak. He gets pushed around. He's not good at finishing around the rim. Tobias Harris is strong as a mug. He's really good at finishing around the rim. He's awesome at this. He's really good. He's really good at finishing around the rim, posting up, hitting threes. Tobias Harris is hitting threes like Otto Porter did a couple years ago, or like what Trevor Ariza did a couple years ago when he was on the Wizards. Tobias Harris is awesome. He's really freaking good. He should have been an all-star to me. In my opinion, he took the Clippers to the AC. If he would have the Clippers might have been the 7th seed in the West, and that's really hard to do. It's really hard to do. So I'm a big Tobias Harris fan. Do I think we beat the Bucks tonight? Good question. No, we're not beating Giannis. Giannis is going to dunk on us so hard. Is Bobby starting for the Wizards? We'll see. I don't know. I think he's going to be really good off the bench, though. Anthony Davis to Los Angeles. This is my opinion on the whole situation. This is my opinion on the whole situation. That's a good question. LeBron and Rich Paul, they think they run the league now. They think they run the NBA. They think they run the NBA right now. That's what it is. And it's just not how it works, man. You pissed off the GM. They went about it the wrong way. This is what happened. So LeBron and Rich Paul, if they were more relaxed about going about getting Anthony Davis, the whole taking Anthony Davis to dinner and you know, the whole collusion, like once Anthony Davis signed with Rich Paul, everybody in a monkey's uncle knew that he was going to try to team up with LeBron. That was so obvious, like so obvious. And the Pelicans GM, if I'm the Pelicans, I'm not about to trade Anthony Davis to the Lakers so I can help LeBron. No, we're not doing that. You better give me 4 first-round picks, Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, all of them. You better give me all them people and them picks. All right. So is Jabari Parker healthy? I'm not sure. I got to look into that. There's a lot of questions coming. I'm about to answer everybody's question. I got caught up. Full shot is about as bad as Walls. It's actually worse. He can't shoot a free throw. Bobby Porter's his game literally right now. Does that mean he's not playing? No, he's not going to play. Otto Porter has a game as well. He's not playing either. Yeah, Jabari Parker is healthy. Okay, that's great. We lit. Jabari Parker going to get traded with Markieff Morris. You never know. The trade deadline's tomorrow, 3 p.m. So if they do trade Markieff Morris, I would be very happy about that. Who could be the Wizards' first-round pick? Yes, Bruno Fernando. He plays for Maryland. Look out for him. He's a big man. The Wizards do need a big man. We need to rebound. We cannot rebound. We need a big man. Fire Ernie. Yes, fire Ted Leonsis. Ted Leonsis needs to sell the team, but he's not. from a Bulls fan, both Portis and Parker are healthy. Parker just fell out of favor in Chicago because he struggled to score and sucks on defense. Yes, he does suck on defense because he doesn't want to play on defense. Wow, Rockets get Amon Shumpert. The Kings get Alec Burks. It's going crazy right now. Bowl's a lottery pick. Yes, I would do that. Let's see here. What questions we got? Jay Morant. Jay Morant is really good. He's really good, man. He might be the first pick. He might be the first pick of the draft. A lot of people have him going before Zion. Very athletic, can shoot a little bit. He can pass. Very athletic, man. I think he averages like 10 assists a game. He's just in a bad conference. With the Bulls last summer, he was good enough. So your cousin played it with Otto Porter. That's lit, man. At Georgetown, that's really lit. Original one. That's real lit. Shout out to you, man. Hollis Thompson tried out with the Bulls last summer, and they didn't think he was good enough. Hollis Thompson's good, man. He's really good. He should be a really good overseas player. I don't know if he can play on an NBA team. He could probably play on a team that's like tanking, like the Wizards or something like that. But I like Hollis Thompson. I think he's really good. I'm a huge Georgetown fan. Shout out to Georgetown right here. You already know what it is. Shout out to the Hoya Saxa. Otto Porter. Yeah, I almost forgot my jersey here. Shout out to the Hoyas, man. Comment, like, subscribe, man. If y'all are Wizards fans, DC fans, all that. Even if you're a Bulls fan, let's get it popping. Greg Murphy, yes, they do need to trade John Wall. Yes, please trade John Wall. Get him out of here now. Please get him out of here. Should they start Jabari Parker or Bobby Portis? Let's go with Bobby Portis. If Jabari Parker decides to play defense and play with effort, then yes, because the Wizards were terrible at defense. They were just awful at defense. We cannot have another defensive liability. If you don't want to play defense, you need to sit on the bench, or you can come off the bench like they're trying to do with Carmelo Anthony, and where if you can't play defense, then you can only shoot the ball and make shots. Then you just come off the bench, and you're not going to be a. That's how I feel about that. But I do like Jabari Parker. I do have a small place in my heart for Jabari Parker. I feel bad about the ACL injuries that he's had in the past. Well, there's a lot of John Wall for Donovan Mitchell. Diego, that's not you're talking about Donovan Mitchell. The Jazz would not trade Donovan Mitchell. But we could trade him to the Knicks. The Knicks offered some young assets. Emmanuel Mudiay, Dotson, and maybe they can throw Alonzo Trier in the deal and a pick or something like that. I would definitely do that to clear some cap space. Because you got to think John Wall for Kemba. I would love for that to happen, but that's definitely they're not silly enough to trade Kemba for John Wall, who's going to be sitting down for the next 2 years. They definitely wouldn't do that. Dennis Schroeder for John Wall, that's not a bad deal. I wouldn't be mad at that. That sucks. That's sad. That's sad that I'm saying that we would trade John Wall for Dennis Schroeder. That's so sad, man. It really is. To who? Let's see here. I'm trying to get to everybody's comment here. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's a crazy trade right now. I would take Wall for Trier, Mudiay, and picks. In a heartbeat, I pull the trigger for that. We'd be lucky to get a Wall pick for John Wall. Yes, we would. Marquise Morris and Sam Dekker for Gobert. The Jazz are not silly enough to do that. I wish they were silly enough to do that. Schroeder, yeah, I mean, Schroeder's a backup point guard. He's a backup point guard. He's not a starting point guard. Crystal Saunders said, yes, Kemba. Okay, what's up, Crystal? Comment, like, and subscribe. How you doing today? What's good? Devin Fitzpatrick said we lucky to get a pick for John Wall. Let's see here. Porter's a solid. He's not a game changer, but he's a solid. That is true. He's a solid player. Ethereal Punishment said that. Otto Porter, he is a solid player, but he's just not a game changer. He's been very inconsistent. He has not been consistent at all this year. He has not put together I don't think he's had a 30-point game this year, and that's sad. If you're getting paid $25 million a year, I mean, you're not putting up 20-something points a game. That's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Seriously, that's unacceptable. I'm telling you, that's just it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me for real. It's a big disappointment, huge disappointment. M. Riv said Jay Morant to the Wizards. I would love that. I would definitely get a Jay Morant jersey for real. Streaky and fragile. You're streaky and fragile. Yes, not worth $100 million. You talking about CEO Dune? You talking about John Wall? Or you talking about Otto Porter? Porter is semi-solid. McCray, yeah, Jordan McCray is balling. I like Jordan McCray. He's a G leaguer for real. They need to play Troy Brown. Troy Brown Jr. deserves more playing time. CEO Dune said both. Yeah, you're completely right. You're completely right. John Wall and Otto Porter. The only consistent player right now is Bradley Beal and Jeff Green, and that's it. That's about it, man. It's sad. Jason Randall, he's not that, but he's a G leaguer. He's a G leaguer, so we can't really expect too much out of it. And Troy Brown's injured, which is ridiculous. Is Otto Porter a good player? Otto Otto Porter's a good player. He's a good player. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're gonna be very frustrated because the amount of money he's getting paid and the amount of production and the amount of points he's scoring. If he was on a $10 million a year deal, Otto Porter would be looked at as an awesome player. But since he's going to be defined by his 5-year, $120-something million contract, then you're going to be like, wow, what the? As a Bulls fan, you're going to be like, what the? Why is Otto Porter getting paid this much money? Like, what did Otto Porter do to deserve this? Like, that's what you're going to be saying. Otto Porter is so inconsistent. He has all the tools. He's just not aggressive. Otto Porter's not aggressive. He doesn't have one aggressive bone in his body for real. If he was just aggressive and put some weight on, Otto Porter could be an all-star. Seriously, he could be an all-star. He's just not aggressive, and he just has to be stronger. That's all. Can Otto Porter defend from Anson Abraham? If he lost, he's been a decent defender. I remember one series when DeMar DeRozan was really, really good a couple of years ago. Otto Porter did a heck of a job defending DeMar DeRozan. Now, this is when DeMar DeRozan was an all-star. DeMar DeRozan is still an all-star, but he was doing a really, really good job. Somebody said Otto Porter soft as cotton. Troy Brown was the worst draft pick from Keenan Forbes. It's kind of looking like it. Now, the thing with the Wizards, they don't play their draft picks. So I give Troy Brown a small pass, but the Wizards, they don't know how to develop people. They don't develop people. They don't play people. The Wizards are just terrible at player production, player development. They're just terrible at it. Randy Whitman was terrible at it. Just awful, man. Just terrible. We still need a small forward superstar in our team from Greg Murphy. That is true. That is true. I mean, no free agents come here. Jimmy Butler is a free agent. Kevin Durant's a free agent. Tobias Harris is a free agent. Julius Randle's a free agent. There's a lot of big – DeMarcus Cousins is a free agent this summer. There's a lot of big names. But you know what? None of them big names are coming to D.C., and we know that. We don't get big names. Did I see Ariza's dunk on Spellman? Nah, I didn't see that. We got our butts kicked, so I just didn't see that. Somebody said, was Kelly Oubre trade a mistake? I think it was, but the thing is, Kelly Oubre was not returning to the Wizards. I think we all know that. Kelly Oubre was not returning to the Wizards. He was not coming back. He was not resigning. We just don't have the money. We just don't have the bread to pay him. We don't have the bread. Now we got the money to pay him. Now we got the money to pay him. So now we look stupid because we traded Kelly Oubre, who was a young player, a young asset, who was aggressive and played hard, but at the same time, he would put his head down and not pass the ball. That was my problem with Kelly Oubre. His shooting percentages were awful. He could barely make a layup sometimes, but he had a lot of potential and play hard all the time. That's something that Otto Porter didn't do was be aggressive all the time. I didn't know what we were going to do with Wall's injured Supermax. We got to trade him. We got to get him out of here. The trade isn't good for the Wizards, though. We're already in tanking land, and we need to completely tank. It is a good trade for cap space. Keenan Forbes. It's a good trade for cap space because we got to get Otto Porter's contract out the books. Now we have a little bit of money that we can play around with. Let's see here who else. Who else asked a question? Yes, sir. Porter to the Bulls. I love Kelly Oubre's attitude. I did as well. We need Nick Young. Good joke, Anthony Campbell. Nick Young. We do not need Nick Young on this team. Nick Young's not even in the league right now. I do like Nick Young, though. He's a funny guy. Swaggy P, he's funny. But Swaggy P, we don't want Swaggy P on the team. He can go around mess with Iggy, whatever her name is, Azalea, whatever her name is. Insert cool name here. How do you feel about John Wall in his future with the team? Like I said, it's sad. John Wall, I really wish him a speedy recovery. I'm praying for John. It was a crazy injury. For you to slip and fall at your home, that's just crazy, man. I've never seen that happen before. I mean, the Wizards, we just got a curse. DC Sports, we're cursed right now. Alex Smith with his leg broken in half, and then freaking John Wall now slipping at home and rupturing his Achilles. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I just don't – it's mind-blowing. There's a curse in DC. I've never seen something like this happen in a matter of months. In a matter of months, like I said, Alex Smith gets his leg freaking snapped, and then John Wall ruptures his freaking Achilles. I just can't wrap it around my head. I just can't. It's just crazy to even think about it. And then Darius Geis tore his ACL before the season even started. Adrian Peterson saved the season for the Redskins. But let's get back to the Wizards. Yeah, we probably should have traded somebody named Genius Packers fan said we should have been traded John. Yes, we should have traded John Wall. We should have been traded John Wall before he got hurt. This is sad. Let's see here. Could you grab me a water, babe? We need Brandon Jennings and Bogdanovich back. No, we don't want them back. Do you think Harden wins 3 or 4? Harden wins a ring? No, he's not going to win a championship. Even Kobe Bryant said it. James Harden, and I'm a big James Harden fan. James Harden will win the MVP again. Where's Monte Ellis? He's chilling at home. We need a big man. Yes, that's why I said Anthony Campbell. Yes, we need to draft a big man. We need to draft a big man, and DeAndre Jordan's a free agent. We just need to get some big men, for real, seriously. Bogdanovich was getting buckets. Bogdanovich was awful, bro. He was bad in the playoffs. Terrible. Some Mark Mack said, do I really believe the falling at home excuse? Like I said, I don't know. I can't speak for what happened in his home. Excuse me, guys. I don't want to disrespect John Wall. I respect him. I think he's 100% truthful. I wouldn't call him a liar, but it is hard to believe that he slipped and fell. It's hard to believe it. I feel like something else might have happened. You know, you guys let me know if you think he did something else other than slipping and falling. You know. Yeah, no, he played the Bucks 4 times. I'm trying to get to everybody's questions here. There's a lot of questions coming in. Good smart move. Greg Lancaster said got rid of real big contract, kept young players and the picks. Yes, that was a good move. Let's see here. Thomas Bryant's really good. The Lakers wanted to deal with him for Ball and Ingram and Caldwell Pope. You talking about John Wall? Yeah, we probably should have did that. We probably should have traded John Wall to the Lakers. Anthony Campbell said, what do you think about Bill being traded? That's in the talks right now. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to trade Bradley Beal. That's the only guy I want to keep on the team. So I don't want to trade Bradley Beal. I want to keep Bradley Beal. He's an all-star. This is a second all-star game appearance. Somebody said Charles Seeds. Jabari Parker's made $20 million a year, which is a terrible contract. Otto Porter's making about $25 to $28 million a year. Somebody said, should they bring back Nene and good joke. No to Bill. Hell no to Bradley Beal. No, we should not trade him. Robert Gamble said, Jabari Parker for Otto Porter. I'm a Raptors fan, and I still think that's a risk. Like I said, we just need to get cap space. That's what we got to do. Yeah, I only trade Bradley Beal if I'm getting like Anthony Davis or something like that. That's the only way I'm going to trade Bradley Beal. Seriously. I think Bradley Beal's underappreciated. I think he's not getting a lot of credit that he deserves, to be honest with you. I think Bradley Beal should be an all-NBA player next year. If he was playing like this from the get-go, from day one, then I think he would be in MVP talks. Bradley Beal should be in the MVP talks right now, but of course he's not going to get the recognition because our team is terrible and he just doesn't have good guys around him, honestly. Let's see here. Yeah, hey, Diego, man. John Wall plays hard when he decides to play hard, man. That's the thing that really pisses you off, because John Wall plays hard against LeBron and Giannis and the Sixers and other big name teams. But when he's playing like the Cavaliers and the Knicks, he wants to play like a bum and just bum it up and score 0 points. But when he's playing against the Lakers and LeBron, hey, John Wall's like, okay, yeah, let me go there and score 50 points. You know, and then the next night we play like the Mavericks and John Wall plays like 10 points. It scores 10 points. We get our butts kicked. Let's see here. Portis. Bobby Portis, yes, he can ball. Is Bradley Beal going to be traded? No, he's not. Let's see. I could be wrong. Is Porter Jr. anything more than a spot-up shooter on the offensive end? The shots that he creates for himself for himself are fadeaway jumpers. They're fadeaway jumpers at best. I haven't seen him create a shot for himself this year, to be honest with you. What's his name? Otto Porter's been a huge disappointment this year. Been a huge disappointment. He's not created a shot for himself. He needs somebody to pass him the ball. Zach LaVine and Chris Dunn, they should be able to create shots for Otto Porter. Otto Porter is like a 3-and-D guy. You kind of want him to be like a Trevor Ariza or, like I said, a Tobias Harris. But Otto Porter, if he's aggressive, are injuries a concern for Otto Porter? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. He's been very injury prone this year. He's very frail, very skinny. He has been very injury prone this year. Yes, he has. He's been very, very injury prone. Otto Porter, he was playing his best basketball off the bench. He was not playing well as a starter, and that's sad to me. That's sad. He was playing better as a starter. Off the bench. He was playing better off the bench. Mr. Glass Part 2, he pretty much was. He pretty much was. Otto Porter needs somebody to spoon feed him. He needs somebody to spoon feed him. That's what he needs. He doesn't really create a shot for himself. That's just not what he really does. He doesn't create if you're looking for Otto Porter to create shots for himself and cross people up and dunk on somebody, that's not Otto Porter's game, man. That's not his game. He needs people to set him up for shots and things like that. That's what he needs for real. Let's see here. Yeah, Otto Porter. Enter a cool name. Otto Porter making $25 million as a bench player. Nah, that's not cutting it, man. That's terrible. That's terrible. Mr. Glass Part 2. Otto Porter needs John Wall to be a good player for Moses Trill. That's very true. He just needs a playmaker. He doesn't make shots for himself. McCray Joey 82 said Portis has been nothing but great. I can't believe this trade. Thank you, Bulls, for Bobby Portis. I think that's somebody we can build off of. Like I said, he did punch Mirotic in the face. Sometimes you just got to be a-hole. Sometimes you got to be a-hole. I'm not telling somebody to go out there and punch somebody in their face. But, hey, if that's lighting a fire under somebody's behind and playing hard, and emotions get up in practice, man. Bobby Portis, he's an emotional guy, plays really, really hard. I love the way Bobby Portis plays basketball. He can shoot. He can dribble. He can rebound. I love the way Bobby Portis plays basketball. Oh, Giannis and Bradley Beal with a fight. Wizards playing the Bucks on ESPN. I'm watching the game on Comcast Sportsnet. I support my local television. The Wizards were down by 1 against the Bucks right now. Yeah, well, John Wall, this is a good question. Anson Abraham said, did Porter Jr. not work out because Wall doesn't pass the ball to him? I don't think John Wall trusts in Otto Porter. And if you guys remember, was it last summer or the summer before, John Wall was pushing for a trade to trade Otto Porter for Paul George. Now, if you guys do remember that, Paul George is obviously better than Otto Porter. Paul George very well could be the MVP, or very well could win the MVP award this year. Now, when people heard that John Wall wanted to trade Otto Porter for Paul George, of course the media was like, you know what, John Wall doesn't want Otto Porter here. He's not very fond of Otto Porter and stuff like that. But John Wall just wanted to win ball games, And in order for us to get better, we just had to trade Otto for real. Mark Mack said, fake tough guy Markieff Morris has to go. Yes, he does need to go. We need to get rid of him. We need to trade him really badly. He needs to go. Mendel Schneider, you're a Bulls fan. You guys got 6 rings. You guys have sucked for the past couple of years. Derrick Rose, that's a sad story. Derrick Rose was probably the best player you guys have had since Michael Jordan, and the ACL injuries happened. But the Bulls, the future's bright. I think you guys have Zach LaVine and Chris Dunn, and Larry McKinnon is really, really good. Wendell Carter Jr. should be really, really good. So for the Bulls, I think you guys have a bright future. If you guys can tank and get Zion or RJ Barrett or Jay Morant, then the Bulls could be good in the next few years. I really like Larry McKinnon. He's really freaking good. Let's see here. Ukulele Tron said this is a pretty even trade for both teams. I think so as well. Like I said, for the Wizards, it's cap space. That's what we really needed. Who else, bro? Do you think us Bulls fans will get a good player this year in the draft? Yeah, you should. You should. If you have a top 5 pick, you should get at least RJ Barrett. You should at least get Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish is really inconsistent, but you should get at least you can get Bol. You can get Bruno Fernando. This draft is stacked, man. You can get the guy from Gonzaga. This draft is loaded, man. This is the year to tank. If you want to tank, this draft is the draft to tank. Zion Williamson, RJ Barrett, Jay Morant, Bol, the guy from Gonzaga. There's a lot of guys. Bruno Fernando. There's a lot of guys. This is the draft to tank. This is the year to tank. Everybody's trying to tank and clear up cap space. Zion Williamson, like I said, RJ Barrett. You got it. This is the year to tank. Cam Reddish, like I said, he has a lot of potential. Cam Reddish is basically like a better version of Otto Porter, for real. He can shoot and he can dribble. Grady said, is Dwight Howard coming back? I hope not. Romeo Langford. Romeo freaking Langford. This is the year to tank. If you're looking to build your team, you need to tank. Romeo Langford, RJ Barrett, Zion Williamson. This draft is out of this world. I'm telling you, this draft is out of this world. Shout out to Jeff Green. He's been tough for us this year. Yes, he's been the low key. He's been the sixth man of the year for the Washington Wizards by far. He's been a pleasant surprise. Carmelo Anthony. I don't know who's going to sign Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony. He's washed up to me. He's done. He is a Hall of Famer though. He is a Hall of Famer. The Lakers might sign Carmelo Anthony, but we'll see about that. Mac McClung, William Sims. First off, it's Mac McClung, and he's not going this year. No, he's not. He's not going to the draft. He's not going to the draft this year. Andy Priver said preferred. Said with the cap space now, can Washington be a popular free agent destination? That's a very good question. I did talk about that earlier in my live. We can, but I don't think we will. Like I said, we keep missing on free agents. We missed on Kevin Durant. We missed on Al Horford. No free agent wants to come to the Wizards. It's just not happening. I don't know why. DeMarcus Cousins, he decided to go to the Warriors, but nobody wants to come to DC. No free agent wants to come to DC. The only way that DC can get better is by drafting people. So that obviously that means we have to tank and get a first round pick, get a first pick, a top 5 pick, a top 5 lottery protected pick. No free agents just want to come to DC. I don't know what it is. DC is a good city, man. It's a good city. You know, you got your nightlife. John Wall loves Rose Bar. You got your nightlife. There's things to do in DC, man. I don't see why people don't want to come to DC. And it could be a big market. I really do. It's the nation's capital. I think DC could be a big market, but nobody wants to come to DC for a reason. I don't know what it is. You know, people are talking about New York. New York is cold as a brick. You know, and they're saying it's marketable to go there, the Big Apple. But I think DC could be marketable as well. I think free agents should want to come to DC. I really do. You know, the city, the chocolate city. But I just don't know why free agents just don't want to come to DC. You know, guys like Kevin Durant, you know, he was born and raised in the DMV area, didn't even want to come home. So that's why I'm not a fan of Kevin Durant. Let's see here. Genius Pack fan, who do you think we need and who do you think we will draft? Are you talking about the Wizards or the Bulls? This might actually help the Bulls win more games. They probably will because Otto Porter actually tries to play defense. Jabari Parker doesn't play defense. Julio Flores said, DC family. Hey, let's go. DC family. Let's get it. Hell to them Wizards. Hell to them skins. Make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe. Keep the questions coming. Let me know what other content y'all want me to talk about. You know, I haven't done a lot of live reaction videos for real, but I'm going to definitely try to do more live reactions and talk to you guys more and on live. You know, DC sports is my niche. You know, I don't like to talk about the mainstream stuff, you know, because ESPN, all they want to talk about is LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And, you know, I'm kind of fed up with that. I'm done with it. That's all they really want to talk about. You know, in football, all they really want to talk about is the Patriots and the Cowboys. You know, I want to hear about my Redskins. That's why I created a YouTube channel for real. Sam Decker, I'm excited about Sam Decker. That's what Anson Abraham said. Haris Softic, Lakers. Yeah, I just said ESPN. All they want to do is talk about the Lakers. I'm tired of hearing about the Lakers. Mendel Snyder said they want to come to Chicago way more than and the NBA. The NBA is different nowadays. You got a team hop. People are team hopping with like Kawhi Leonard's a free agent too as well, but he wants a lot of money. When you team hop, you don't team hop by yourself anymore. You team hop like LeBron started with Chris Bosh and D Wade. When you team hop with free agency, you're team hopping to a team that has multiple other stars coming with you. That's why Kyrie wants to team up with Anthony Davis. Kyrie wants to team up with Jimmy Butler. Kawhi wants to team up with somebody. Everybody wants to team up. LeBron James is always teaming up with somebody. Always teaming up with somebody. Kevin Love, something like that. Always trying to team up with somebody. The Bulls should tank for Zion. Yes, if you're a human being and you have a brain, you should tank for Zion. If you're not making the playoffs, you should tank for Zion Williamson. Genius Pac fan said we got Jordan, Moses Malone, Gilbert Arenas, Chris Webber. It will happen again. What do you mean it will happen again? Winning the championship or what? Michael Jordan was washed up when we got him. Moses Malone was a heck of a player. Gilbert Arenas was an awesome player, had an MVP year. Chris Webber was good, but we traded him. 20 times United said, is this a mini tank for the Wizards? Yeah, we need a tank. We need to hurry up. There's 29 games left. Lose all 29 games. Lose every single game. Lose all 29 games. Do not win one of those games. There's 29 games left in the season. I repeat, lose every single game. Lose all the games. Wizards need a new point guard. Tomas could be an excellent backup. Yes, Tomas Satoransky is a backup point guard. He's not a starting point guard in this league. He could be. You never know. You got guys like George Hill who start at point guard. So I don't see why Tomas Satoransky could not start. So what's the name? And DJ Augustine or Orlando, he's starting. So Tomas Satoransky actually could be a starting point guard in this league. In a championship game, Tomas should be coming off the bench though. If you want to win a championship, Tomas Satoransky should not be your starting point guard. Does it have the truth that Bill in LA, Harris Softic just said that? Are you talking about Bradley Beal going to the Lakers? I think that's done. Anson Abraham was Zion's position in the NBA. You never know. He could be a small forward. He could be a power forward. He's strong as a bull, strong as an ox. He can bully people and bully people down low on the post. He's very versatile. He just needs to learn how to shoot the ball. Even if he can't shoot, he's so freaking strong. And he's like a Julius Randle. That's his comparison, but he's better than Julius Randle. He could be like a Julius Randle. Julius Randle's like a 3 or 4, something like that. Black Jesus said, thank God. Yes, sir. Thank God. Hallelujah. Todd said, hey, what's up? What's good? What's good? Who else? I just got a text for real. I just got a text. But so who do you think the Wizards should draft this year, and who do you think we will actually get? I think we should try to tank for Zion Williamson. We should try to get RJ Barrett or Jay Morant. I would love to have either Jay Morant or Zion Williamson or Bruno Fernando. I really want to get a big man because we need a big man. I love Thomas Bryant, but we need a big man. We need to get Bruno Fernando. Everybody check out Bruno Fernando's highlights for the University of Maryland. He's really, really good. Elizabeth Gomez said, what happened to Lakers getting Jabari Parker? I don't know. I didn't hear any rumors about that. And that very well could happen. The Wizards could trade Jabari Parker and Trevor Ariza to the Lakers. You never know. RR Super said Chris Dunn is a dog. If he got better at shooting threes, he could be great. Chris Dunn is athletic. He's a super athletic. He's an athletic specimen. Very athletic. He can dribble. I like Chris Dunn when he was at Providence College, Providence University. Chris Dunn is really, really good. I think he's a great point guard.